It says, Mark 4:15, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown, by when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and take away the word that was sown in their hearts. So you was getting this word. So the Lord, what he did, he sick the demon on him, try to confuse you to not learn what you're learning right now.
God.
That's, like, we ain't making it up. We just read it in the scripture.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Absolutely.
We can be out here by ourselves. He's still with it.
Came and did the same thing.
You didn't even have to be here. He would have did the same thing. Might have been even worse. All right.
Yeah. But if you brothers don't understand when I say, because we record, if you brothers don't understand that scripture in Revelation 18 and 21 is twofold, meaning more than one thing, you need to read Jeremiah. Let me see what it said. You need to read Jeremiah 51 and 64, and you'll find out that scripture means more than one thing. It's twofold. All right. What was we at? About Haile. We want to go into Haile Selassie. Now, give me what is it? 2 Kings chapter 17, verse 22. Start at verse 22. Now we're gonna go into that Haile Selassie. 2 Kings 17 and verse 22. Start.
2 Kings 17 and 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam.
The children of Israel, that's talking about the northern tribe, meaning the Puerto Ricans, the so-called North American Indians, and the so-called Mexicans. That was the northern tribe of Israel, because the nation of Israel was split up into two kingdoms. You had the north and you had the south. You had Judah, which was the south, and you had north, which was Israel. Now this right here,
Go all the way down.
what we finna read about is the northern tribe. All right.
For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from him until the Lord Yahweh removed Israel out of his sight. As he had said by all his servants, the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land of Assyria unto this day.
So the northern tribe was carried away. They was taken out their land, which was over there in Jerusalem, the northern parts of Jerusalem, okay? They was taken out their land because they had broke the statute, laws, and commandments according to the Lord, and they start sinning. I mean, according to the Bible, okay? They start sinning and going off. Continue.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cuthra, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Savarim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
So when you look up them names in there, you got Canaanites, you got the Canaanites, which is Ham, you got the Canaanites, which is the sons of Ham, the so-called South Africans. Then you got the Cushites, which are sons of Ham, and you got those are the Ethiopians. So you had the Cushites and the Canaanites. When you look up the words, a mixture of put in that land, okay? And Haile Selassie, some people say he an East Indian, and some people say that he's an Ethiopian, okay? Now, what I'm finna go into, I'm finna tell you, Haile Selassie, the people who really incorporate themselves with them, with Haile Selassie, are them Ethiopians and Benjamin, which are the Jamaicans. They incorporate themselves with Haile Selassie, and the people, them Cushites, they are from a whole nother nation, and they were put in their land because we, as a nation of people, the northern tribe, went off, and therefore when they were put in that land, they started teaching. They said one Levite, continue to read. They're gonna tell you.
Verse 25. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions upon them, which slew some of them.
sent lions on some of them Ethiopians and some of them Canaanites, South Africans, okay? Because they were put in that land because our people were pushed out of there because we broke the statute, laws, and commandments according to the Lord, okay? So and then you got Colossian Jews, which is basically false Jews, immigrants, somebody who migrated to a land that don't belong there. They were basically put in that land that don't belong there. So they false. So that's where you get Colossian Jews from. Okay? Now continue to read.
It says, verse 26, wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the city of Samaria know not the manner of God of the land, of the God of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they have slain them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom he brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the God of the land. So
you had a Levite, which is a Haitian, go and teach them Ethiopians the customs of our people. And what had happened was, which they couldn't keep it, with them Hamites couldn't keep it, they started teaching their kids, and then they started saying, oh, well, we the Jews. But actually, they were put in that land by the king of Assyria, because the Most High had them to do that. But that don't mean, just because you learn our customs, that don't mean that you're an Israelite. You see? Just because you call yourself a Jew, that don't mean you're an Israelite. Because your line got to go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? So that's to went in a little depth about Haile Selassie. Give me 1 Timothy.
I apologize, but I'm actually out of toilet.
But I want you to hear this Haile Selassie. No, I'm going to go in a little bit of detail.
No,
Give me 1 Timothy
I believe
chapter.
very well. My father happens to be a direct descendant of Haile Selassie, so I'm quite familiar with the hereditary as.
If he's a direct descendant, what nationality was Haile Selassie?
To my knowledge, he was Ethiopian.
All right, now
100%.
100% Ethiopian.
Right.
Now, like I said, you got some people that say he was East Indian. You got some people that say that he's a Cushite, right. Ethiopian. But our people, what they had did was they said the Lord had already came. That's what them people who in the Haile Selassie say. The Lord he already came, and they had made Haile Selassie their king. That's where you get the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, because they had set Haile Selassie up as their king, but they said the Lord already came. That's their destruction. Give me 1 Timothy.
Well, look, I represent the Order of St. Anthony through Tribe of Judah Ministries International. And it can be researched at tjministries.webs.com, and I can also be contacted.
All right, but I'm gonna tell you this: if you not doing what this Bible say, if you're not doing what this Bible say, according to this Bible, when the Lord come back, it's a death sentence.
And what is the greatest?
Huh?
What is the greatest of that doing?
We just read it.
Kingdom of heaven.
We just read the greatest thing out of what you gonna get out of it is to get delivered up out of America when he come back and be co-heirs of the kingdom of heaven and have all these other nations in slavery.
So your greatest deed is to
do his work and teach the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the elect out of them, because it's not for everybody. Give me 1 Timothy 2 and 1 Timothy 1 and 20.
1 Timothy 1 and 20.
About Hymenaeus.
Of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I deliver unto Satan, that they may learn not to be blasphemous.
So what they was doing was teaching that the Lord already came.
Right.
You see, Hymenaeus and Alexander, they was teaching that the Lord already came. So that's what Haile Selassie and them Jamaicans, which are Benjaminite, which are Israelites, are teaching our people that the Lord already came. That's why they set Haile Selassie up as their king. But that's gonna get them put to death.
I see. Well, I see you are primarily word ministry. If you go to that site, you'll be connected to some other websites also that will protect the master plan.
The scripture say,
And the spirit of economic.
hey, well,
It's a divine providence.
Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Come here.
I wish I could stay, but I can't.
No. Come here. Now, the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, my son, be aware of making the many books.
True.
There is no end.
Okay.
So what we're supposed to do is seek out of this book.
Right.
Okay? Because it tell you in Isaiah, seek out of this book and read.
It's a worthy book.
You see? That's what we're supposed to seek out of. Not all that other stuff, but why? Because this is what the statute, laws, and commandments says, and this is what the promises is. All them other books don't got the promises of the Most High and His Son. You see?
Right.
That's why I said none of these shall fail. None of these prophecies and these promises that the Most High gonna give to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans,
Right.
and the elect out of them, because 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed on this side,
Right.
it's not gonna fail.
Right, and I leave this with you. If we don't place emphasis on providence, we can easily be a part of that 2/3.
Well, but why we gonna worry about? Why we gonna worry about this providence? Why we gonna worry about that?
Security is what we're worried about. Security is what broke up the greatest economy that ever existed.
America's done. America's done. America's falling apart, man.
It may be.
Don't you know they, man? America, man. You give me what is it? Jeremiah 51. America's done, man. That's why ain't nobody got no job. That's why everybody on unemployment. It's done, man. This place is vanity, man.
Baruch 4. In 4. It says, O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing of the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. Yep. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High.
Okay. Y'all give me Jeremiah 51. Where you at? Where you at?
Jeremiah 51.
Give me go jump down to verse 7.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup.
Yeah, Babylon is America. Babylon is America, and it's been a golden cup. Why? Because ain't nobody really never invaded America, and the Most High have protected it from happening for people to destroy in America, and it's been a golden cup. Why? And another reason is because America, these Edomite empire, they haven't been punished for what they have done to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So they've been a golden cup. You see? Because if the Most High had lit this place up, then it would no more be a golden cup. But when he light it up, it's no more gonna be a golden cup. It's no more gonna be protected, because everything is ordained by the Most High and His Son. He controls the war. That's why the scriptures say he a man of war. So Esau and the Babylonian Empire, according to the scriptures, because the old Babylon was in Iraq. This is the daughter of Babylon. So it's been a golden cup. Why? Because it ain't been punishment, mainly because of all the slaughtering it did to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right?
Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
What? All the earth drunken how? Everybody listen to this white man and treat Israel like shit, first and foremost, and they have taken on the philosophies of America by their banking system, and by the homosexuality that America pushed all over this planet. Okay? Keep going. And also, keep going.
The nation have drinking of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Therefore, the nation are mad because America have bamboozled them with all these lies and all that homosexuality and that money system. And then they gonna be mad. They gonna be mad when we put their ass in slavery, or how Esau had all the history and didn't tell them other nations who the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans is. They gonna be mad at them for that when we get in the kingdom, because them other nations gonna be fucking up Esau too. You see? All right.
Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed.
That's in the future. You know, in the future it's gonna be hit by nukes, but spiritually right now it's destroyed. Spiritually, because why? Because the Most High is cutting all these lies that this white man has put out. You see? Through the Spirit. Give me
Revelation 17:2, which whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Let's talk about the philosophies America pushed forth all through the world and what they call democracy, man. You know? And it says, verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names and blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, a scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots, and the abomination of the earth.
That's America. You see?
That's America. They with NATO and the EU, they all combined, man. The 7 heads and the 10 horns. The 10 horns being the EU economic union, and the seven heads being Germania major, Germania minor. I got it right here. Germania major, Germania minor, the French, the Spanish, the Romans, the Brits, and the Greeks, man. Those are the 7 heads, the 7 governments, high governments and kingdoms ruled by Esau, man. And the European market of the 10 horns, man.
Yeah. And at first it started with 10, and then it went to like 26. 26, yeah. But then you got to go into the history to find out how it started with.
It started with 6.
Yeah.
Then it went up. Yeah.
And then it went to 10. Then it went to 26. That's how it originated. But you got to go do some research to find that out. So we just speeding you up. You know.
And philosophy. Look at part of them philosophies, man. It's democracy, it's religion, it's idolatry, the homosexuality, the lies, the adultery, covenants, and they all murderers, man.
Yep.
This is Esau's. This is his track record, man. He's the number one at all them philosophies, man. The number one murderer on the planet, the number one homosexual on the planet. You can't beat him at idolatry. You can't beat him at lies and adultery. You know? And that's what it is, man. Yep. But like the brother said, hey, man, it's coming. America's finna be destroyed. It's by thermonuclear destruction, man. Thus saith the Lord.
Yep. And then he pulling down all these lies, because that's a strong vibration that's on our people, man. You know, this 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High and His Son, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing.